there, and welcome to today's film. It's a special one.
It is special, Joe. We're joined by a tour caddy, Rich Logue, who caddies for Ross Fisher. Yeah, superb guy.
Yeah, so you've been playing a bit.
We're going to go and play a few holes. I'll get my clubs out. We're going to challenge him. But the idea is to get some inside skinny and some more information that's going to help you improve your golf.
So who was helping who?
It all will be revealed.
So there's some really, really great backstories coming up, what goes on tour. So we really hope that you enjoy what's coming up.
Yeah.
Blimey.
Flipping heck, Julian. That's gone into next week.
So, Rich, great to see you. Thank you.
Nice to be here. No,
thank you. So, for people who don't know you, because I would say tour caddies are not always up front and in front of the camera, just tell us a little bit about you and who you're looking after at the moment, who you're caddying for.
So yeah, currently I'm caddying for Ross Fisher. He's, funnily enough, he's the same age as me, so he came out on tour pretty much the same time. So
right, okay, so you've known each other.
We've known each other for probably a long time, but we've never worked together up until this year. So he's still very ambitious, he still works very hard, got a good team of people around him, and he still plays some really good golf. You know, I mean, in terms of ball striking, there's not many better. You know, he hits the ball really well. He's still one of the longest on tour, and very capable. So
serious question.
Yeah.
If there's one piece of equipment that you cannot afford to forget as a caddy, what is it?
I would say on a day like this, or it's a bit overcast, probably the umbrella.
The umbrella.
Because it's been done before and the players do not like to get wet.
Guess what I've forgotten? My towel.
Oh, you've got your towel. Okay.
I always see him with the towel all over the place.
Yeah.
Half of it wet, half of it dry.
Yeah, you could get away with the towel.
Could you?
I would say
I wouldn't have said that.
Losing a golf club is that's
or one too many.
That's what. Yeah, an extra golf club. Yeah, an extra golf club is huge. Yeah.
So an umbrella. I mean, I never thought that. Now you've totally aced me. I've no idea if I've got the right club. Joking apart.
Yeah.
What happens with uncertainty on tour? Does it happen or does it not happen?
I think the biggest thing is, I mean, you make a judgment between you and your caddy, you and your player, and you're judging the elements, you're judging the temperature, you're judging the wind. But ultimately, once you've decided on a club, the player needs to be convinced it's the right club and commit to it.
Commit.
You know, if they've got the wrong club and they don't commit, then it's just going to be awful. But they have to commit. We're going to be wrong. The player's going to be wrong. The caddy's going to be wrong. You're going to be wrong collectively.
Yeah.
You're going to make mistakes, but you have to commit at that time you're playing the shot.
Okay, so I don't know if I've got the right club, but I am going to commit.
Yeah, just commit to it. Yeah.
I do.
Just
yeah.
watch the house behind the green.
I almost feel nervous. I've got like a professional studying me.
Yeah.
This doesn't normally work this way,
I'm good at
right?
carrying the clubs. So hitting the shots is different.
Breathe, relax.
At ease.
And commit. Okay, that's about the worst golf shot you can hit that's finished all right.
I would say, yeah. It's
I have, in my defence, got a slight issue with my elbow. I've got tennis elbow and it really hurts. But
so he hasn't mentioned that, has he? So
Rich, you're up here in the trouble.
Please,
right, do you want some help, Rich?
Yes, please.
Do you want some help?
I think I've got about, 140 yards?
139.7.
Okay.
Uneven lie.
Yeah.
Really difficult shot, Rich. Really difficult.
Uh-huh.
Well, my ball's finished on the green.
Yeah. Well, obviously...
Not for you, though.
I've got the ball well below my feet, so you know better than me. I mean, the chances are it's going to be hard to stop it going off to the right a little bit, so...
Which is the most undulating course you've been round?
Switzerland's got a lot of elevation.
Yeah.
And it's got altitude as well, so judging distances there, because obviously when the air's thin, I mean, it's what, 5,000 feet?
Is it?
Above sea level, roughly. And I think generally the rule of judging distance as a general rule is the ball will go roughly 2% further per 1,000 feet.
Right.
Because of the thinness of the air. So 2% times 5, 10%. generally will go 10% further.
How interesting.
So,
Didn't know that.
If you hit your,
That's
if
what I do
a
every day.
Tour Pro hits their 7 iron 170 yards, they're going to be closer to 190, high 180s.
Wow.
So it's a big difference. So then you've got
Then you've got to
uphills,
trust it.
downhills, then you've got to trust it.
Yeah.
And then you'll get an early tee time in the morning when it's cold
Yeah.
and the ball's not going as far. We're probably known as a bit of a caddy graveyard in terms of you might give the odd wrong club and you might be getting yourself into trouble that
But
week.
you could get it really wrong, couldn't you?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can.
Interesting.
Tell you
You'll
what,
take that
Look
all
at
day
that.
long from there,
I'll
Rich.
take it.
So you caddied for Hugh Grant, I believe.
One
once.
time, one round.
Your mum
yeah.
was impressed, so I
Yeah,
read.
she was.
What I want to know, Rich, how many steps do you do? Never mind all this caddying, Mellor. How many steps do you do a
I
week?
think it's probably about 25 to 30,000 a day.
No way.
And then
That's
on
enough.
average, a typical working week is about 100 kilometres walking. And that's based on sort of Tuesday to Sunday, 4 tournaments round, a practice round and everything in between.
I think it's me to go.
Is it you to go?
Yeah.
Well, you've hit the green and I haven't, so I'm just going to get the mud off it. Oh, it is winter rules, isn't it?
What? No.
It feels like it feels
Two-shot
like it should,
penalty,
feels like it
one
should
up.
be. Yeah. Oh,
I'll give you
thought-
that.
lovely speed.
Thank
He's
you.
calibrated. He's got the speed of the greens.
Calibrated.
Calibrated.
I don't think I've ever been called calibrated in my life, but I'll take that. Thanks, Rich. Let's go to the next one.
Good half. Good half. Well,
Yeah,
that's
actually.
that's what the players call it, really. Generally on tour, the green speeds differ from one week to the next. I mean, especially in Europe, in probably America, there are a lot more consistent, similar types of grass. But in Europe, the green speeds differ hugely, really.
You've been on tour a long time.
Yeah.
In the last 10 years,
Mm-hmm.
how much has it changed?
I would say, I mean, you always look back at Tiger Woods and you say that the effect he's had on the game has just been off the scale, really. The way he's changed it in terms of fitness. A lot more players, as a result, are in the gym. They're training a lot more, and
Is that
basically,
a lot or most?
I would say most now.
Most now.
Most.
Is it making a lot of noticeable differences then in the way that they play because of their fitness
I
now?
would say so. I mean, they're faster. Their swing speeds are faster. Their ball speeds are up, and that's a result of training and doing the right things off the golf course as well. You don't, if you go into a lot of the bars or restaurants during the week, you're not going to see many kind of drunken players these days. You might see the odd one on a Friday night when they've missed the cut, but they're yeah,
Much more professional now.
yeah, absolutely, yeah.
It is sore.
Oh, here we go
but-
again.
Loosening up
Off
now.
we go.
No, I'm definitely not loosening up. But anyway, we're all good. We're all good.
Nice. Draw a bit.
Who's the most we would describe as technical person on tour?
Technical, I mean, the likes of Alex Noren spring to mind.
Okay.
He's always doing drills. Robert Rock's pretty technical. He's always looking at his swing. When I grew up playing, it was more getting the club in the right positions and here.
Yeah.
I think now it's kind of changed a bit. It's kind of evolved, hasn't it? It's more like using your body. The body will dictate the swing path, if you like, and the swings aren't. You don't look at them and think they're necessarily textbook. You look at Victor Hovland, you look at John Rahm, you look at Matt Fitzpatrick. They're not textbook swings in terms of positions, but the way they move their bodies and they use their legs and they use all the powerhouses in the body is just so efficient, and it just gets the most out of their swing and the most out of their game,
Yeah, definitely. Because a lot of people that I coach, their bodies don't move that way.
Right.
And it's definitely more of a combination of arms and body.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Big thing to do with weight transfer
Yeah.
is a big thing for amateurs. You've seen it so many times.
Yeah.
How many people sit back on their
Yeah,
right foot and
absolutely.
try and help the ball in the air? But
Slice across it and
yeah. So if I would say that a lot of people can't swing like tour players.
Yeah,
Because
sure.
their bodies don't move
they
the
don't
same,
allow
do
it,
they?
yeah.
And
Yeah.
they're not training every
No.
day. They're not.
Yeah.
It's not specific. So I think it's such a shame though when people who are going for maybe some lessons are compared to tour pros?
Sand wedge, 56 degrees.
Okay.
So I figured it's, what, 90 yards? Well, a bit heavy, but should be all right.
Yeah.
It's a bit short, I think. Oh, it isn't.
Looking good.
Would you mind just showing the camera the face of your wedge? So this is from somebody who says he doesn't play very much.
No, I
Don't say you pinched it off somebody.
this isn't mine. This is this is someone I've worked for. I don't know who.
Does he know that it's not there anymore?
Yeah, he does. Yeah. That wouldn't be me. I think I probably hit that
I was impressed then.
20 times. I think I'd imagine.
Well, it's working.
Yeah.
I don't like the fact he's hit it close. This could be one up. I've got a mud ball. Does that count?
Mud ball. Nice strike. That's a proper strike. Good distance. Very nice.
Look at that.
It's okay.
Very nice. I can't
Any
get
preferences on tour, or is it totally 50-50?
Generally, it's flag out unless you're sort of 40 feet and beyond.
Right.
Obviously, Fitzpatrick is quite notorious for leaving the flag in, which I find a bit strange, but I can see the science behind it, because if you're focusing on the flag rather than the hole or the bottom of the pin,
So you've narrowed the target.
It narrows your target, so I can see it. But if you're playing in the same group as him, obviously the caddies pass the flag around. It's a nightmare, because you're like, he wants the flag in, you've got the flag, so you've got to be all over the place. So
Just a few steps.
yeah, you've got to have your wits about you, that's for sure.
He likes it. He likes it. He likes it. Oh.
How did that miss?
Not sure that's close enough, is it?
Is that okay? Can
Yeah.
I have that one?
Watch my line. Can't believe you nearly stood on my line.
I've done that plenty of times. Stepped on a player's line, you're like, oh no.
Yeah.
It's a lovely bold putt. Oh, what a putt.
So
I
great.
tell you what, you wouldn't have fancied the one back, would you? But great putt.
Okay, so we really hope that you liked our new format. So please, what is it?
Like, comment, and share.
So if you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing, and I'm sure Rich would love to see your questions in the box below.
So I hope you've enjoyed this and look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye for now. Take care.